All right, so I guess this is technically my first official vlog, if I stick with this. Well, not really sure how to start this because this is the first vlog. So, I'm Anders Vasconcelos. And I guess my main reason why I want to do this is because I've always liked creative stuff, and I feel like maybe I need like an output to channel that. And I think I have some life lessons, even though I'm only 19. It's a thing to note. I think I have some life lessons that I'd like to share, as well as I'd like to be able to show the learning curve or show how I'll grow, if that makes sense. Sort of just being able to show other people my mistakes as well as what I've done right. That way they can learn from those experiences, because that's why I love reading books and podcasts. So that way I could learn from others' experiences and see what they did and see if it helps me. I'm currently on a fitness journey. I ran cross country in high school, so I'm a good runner and my cardio is pretty good, except I have a current injury that I'm recovering from. I was playing football with my friends, injured my ankle. But I've been getting in the gym a lot more because I want to be a firefighter. I don't know if you can tell from that. And so a big part of that is weight training. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, Sam Solik, Greg Plitt, C-Bum, David Lade, stuff like that. And talking to my brother, because he is really into the gym, about this kind of stuff. And so I'm going to the store right now. We're gonna get some supplies for dinner tonight, because I'm on my own for dinner tonight. Ground beef and white rice is probably what I'm gonna do. I also need to meal prep for the next couple days because I have work. I'm an EMT, so can't really get sufficient meals with good macros that are aligned with my goals. So meal prepping is obviously a good way to do that. So usually I meal prep rice and chicken. So gonna go to the store and then gonna video my cooking. All right, just got done at Target. We got what we wanted. I kind of wanted some new underwear. My buddy Lewis, shout out Lewis, was trying to put me on this underwear brand called Pair of Thieves. Unfortunately, a little expensive. And Gymshark was having a sale with 50% off their underwear, so maybe I'll try their underwear. But we did get this milk, which I know the top's a little weird, but whatever. Macros are fire on these, by the way. And then secondly, we got egg whites, because obviously egg whites are the way to go. A couple eggs plus the egg whites, pretty good calorie to protein ratio. And the milk, I guess I didn't really show you. Macros are fire on this milk. So a serving is 80 calories, and then the protein is 13 grams, which I've learned, or what I have heard in the practice that I've done, is you basically times the protein by 10. So in this case, 13 grams. So it'd be 130. And it's 130 in the ratio to calories is 80. So 130 is greater than 80. Therefore, pretty good calorie to protein ratio. That's what I've heard. So you want the protein to be above the calories. Obviously, not all the time. Or at least to me, I don't always go by that rule of thumb. But it's just something nice to try to stick to. So if I am given the opportunity, then I like to stick with that. So that's why I got that milk instead of some other milk. That was their last one. It's gonna be my first time trying it. Some buddies of mine are trying to put me on it, and so finally got it. So excited about that. Now I got to get some gas, and then it's 5:20, so we'll get to cooking dinner and meal prepping for the rest of the week. All right, now I've never actually cooked ground beef, to be honest, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But ground beef, white rice, and then I need to meal prep for lunch tomorrow. Which, yeah, we'll use this pot or this pot. That's already oiled. I already have that. All right, perfect. Oh, and obviously, no, I'll do eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Just have to get up early. I usually do overnight oats, but I'm not going to tonight, just because I don't have to. I'm one, and I don't want to make overnight oats if I don't have to. I'd rather get my protein in from actual eggs rather than protein powder, because I like to put protein powder in my overnight oats. So we'll do eggs and egg whites tomorrow. All right. Now this is actually my first time cooking ground beef. I can't remember whether I stated that or not, but yeah, this is my first time cooking ground beef, so we'll see how it goes. I got my seasoning, taco seasoning, because taco seasoning is fire. So we got my rice cooking. I do need a fork for my rice. All right, got my drink of choice, Liquid Death, root beer flavored, because root beer is my favorite soda. So, all right. Hopefully this doesn't go terribly, because that would be really sad if on my first ever vlog I screwed up my ground beef. I think I'm really screwing it, but it is what it is. As long as I get it out, then it doesn't really matter. I think it's a little too hot. I don't know. And I'm only doing one thing of white rice for now, only 1 cup, because it's how much I'm going to have with my dinner. But obviously, as I stated, I'm going to meal prep, and I usually like to have a cup with every meal that I have rice. So if I have a meal with rice, then I usually have a cup. So I work for 4 days in a row, so I kind of need to make a lot of rice. 4 cups exactly. Sometimes I like to dial it back a little bit. Sometimes I just do 3 cups, just so I don't take up all the rice in the house. And I guess a little bit of portioning. Although my shifts are 12 hours, so I do need a lot of food. So that's where snacks come in. Maybe I'll show you guys my favorite protein bar later. And that's where we're at right now with the rice, with ground beef. This is the finished product. We got the white rice, obviously the ground beef, and we have Ray's barbecue sauce, no sugar added. Because although the Sweet Baby Ray's is good, I actually kind of prefer the no sugar added personally. Also, it's no sugar, so that's a plus. All right, so I already ate my dinner, and I watched some Mike Estrella, I can't remember how to say his name, but done with my dinner, have my clothes going, and watch. Currently meal prepping for for work. Chicken right here. Look at that. Yeah. My brother put me on the seasoning. But it's carne asada by, I can't remember which company it is exactly. However, I ran out. And so I went to Target, or a couple weeks ago I went to Target, and unfortunately, Target does not have that seasoning, which is bomb. And then I found this chicken seasoning, which I was like, I'll try it. So I did. And it's fire. It's fire. It has no salt. It's salt-free. So I'm able to add my own salt and regulate how much I want to put in there. Not that I necessarily care about that, but it's just nice to have the option. So I have that going. And then my rice is right there. And then I need to actually pack them in Tupperware for the next couple of days. Well, speaking of, I actually need to freeze my lunchbox. And I'm still going back and forth about whether I want to make overnight oats or make eggs tomorrow. Eggs would be nice because it's protein, but overnight oats sound fire, and I don't want to have both because I feel like that's just too many calories. So I'll probably maybe I'll have eggs tomorrow night for dinner with maybe like some no carb mission tortillas, maybe some salsa. Ooh, that sounds fire. All right, then with that being said, I'll probably do overnight oats for tomorrow morning. Currently, my dessert, protein shake. I did the Fairlife fat-free because macros are amazing, and then I just bought this protein powder. It is the gold standard double rich chocolate. It's fire. It's not that sweet, but it's not sweet. So it's like a good balance, because I feel like the milk chocolate or just any of the other chocolate flavors from Gold Standard are just too chocolatey for me. And so this one is fire, and it kind of reminds me of hot chocolate in a way. So it's really good. I put a little bit of monk fruit sweetener in there, just to add a little bit more sweetness because it's supposed to be my dessert. And then that's really it, to be honest. All right, so that was essentially my first vlog. I guess I didn't really start out the day with a vlog, so I guess I'll just tell you what I did this morning. Woke up, I went to the gym, I hit legs. It wasn't the greatest workout, but I mean, it wasn't a bad workout. And then I biked 10 miles because my ankle's still kind of injured. I might try to run tomorrow, just see what happens. And then I came home, did some homework, and that's about it, to be honest. Catch you guys in the next vlog.